going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. We're doing everyone's favorite thing, wiring. Obviously not everyone's favorite thing, but that's okay because we already took the mystery out of it, which means now it's just a big game of connect the dots. Last video, in case you missed it, which if you did miss it, I'm going to tell you right now, this is probably the biggest part of this project in terms of completion, was the last video. So if you missed the last video, you're going to want to go back and check it out, because we put 3 years worth of research, trial and error, and education to the test with charge pipe. There was a lot of time and money invested just into that one aspect, because you can always pay anybody to do it, but instead we bought a whole TIG setup, taught ourselves how to use it, and put it to the test right here for junk. So now that we've gotten all that done, we got to do a little bit of gauge wiring, and then we got to do the final fuse box wiring because it's a complete mess under there, and I've been trying to clean it up and it's still messy. The way we're gonna do this, and there really is no good way, because with AEM's boost sensor, you get these massive cables that have this JST connector. So JST doesn't make a female connector, so I can't make a jumper. So the only way we can extend this is by cutting this wire. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna cut this part that goes to our sensor, somewhere about here, and we're gonna extend it, solder it, shrink it, whatever we need to do, and get that settled for inside the car. Our oil sensor's already wired and everything back here. It's just sitting in the well, so we just need to push that through, get all that stuff through, push it all through. We need to put our light wiring back in, get that finalized, and yeah, just get it all under there. There we go. So now we got our sensor wire that is like 3 feet freaking longer. So the wiring, we've got loom over on that side. We put it in and we kind of loosely fed it with the rest of the harness inside. So now we gotta just get our gauges connected and then finish up the inside. But now that we've got all the wires in the cabin that we're gonna be using, now's a good time to start playing connect the dots. So I bought some Delphi connectors, specifically some 6-pin ones, to go with my collection of Beachworks connectors. So we're gonna go ahead and see what we can connect the dots with, namely the ignition. Clip all this. This is our blinker. Alright, so been working on the car the last couple days, and I'm going to tell you right now there's some undo, but we'll explain. Wanted to clean up some of the wiring under the dash, so we took the dash out again. Now before all of you start raging and go why, let me explain. There is a bunch of wire that goes underneath the dash. The main harness, the lights for the passenger side, the battery stuff, the oil temps or the oil pressure sensor, and all of that. So I've been trying to kind of wrangle what's there in terms of wiring, just so that everything's clean. So I got some P-clamps, and we P-clamped the harness up higher away from everything. This is what we're left with right now. So you could see we got our ECU and all of the ECU related stuff. But up here, everything's kind of tucked up nice. So this is for the gauge power. So this is keyed off of ignition. So right now, we have almost everything done. The only thing I gotta do is there's gonna be one more wire. Oh, I might have already terminated it. Yeah, I already terminated it. So I got my blinkers here. I got my running lights here, front and rear. So those are done. And those, I got them out of order, but it's supposed to follow the rest of this bridge here, but it goes up. But now, if I turn this on, we've got our running lights, and we also got license plate lights. I gotta clean up that one though. That one's kind of goofed. And same goes for the front here. Oops. Last but not least, we have, this one will be easier to see from here, we got headlights. Yeah, so that means that the only thing we need to functionally have this car done in terms of wiring is gauges, blinkers, brake light. That's it. Obviously we're almost done with the wiring, but we're gonna need some more stuff, namely, like, let's see if we read off the list here. Tires, I gotta get some evap hose, we gotta figure out seat belts, we gotta bleed the brakes, I gotta get my doors stuff situated, we gotta get the gauges wired up, boost controller, I gotta mount that still. We gotta get the part of the door panels is we need window regulators, so I need manual for that. And then I need to do exhaust. So, wait a minute. Real quick though, one of the other things that we had to do is we had to glue back the dash back together. So instead of sanding it down this time, I just gacked it on. I pulled this whole corner pulled out like a Dorito. So I sanded it, did a bunch of stuff. I did this side as well, and I just left it. Battle scars, call it battle scars. If this thing keeps crumbling the way it's crumbling, I'm probably gonna have to find another dash, or at least one that's not so dry rotted. But we're gonna talk a little bit about what's in the box. I do need to at least open it and look at it before we can get it installed, but obviously not gonna happen in this video because we got some things that we need to do to mock that up, but we're gonna spot check it. So let's open the garage and do some spot checking real quick. Oh, got a razor, like it's gonna work. Check it out. It's big. It's real big. It's real big. And of course, the owner's kit, just like the other part, and a sticker. This is wild. So this is the second exhaust kit I have unboxed brand new, which is insane because several years ago I couldn't even afford something like this, let alone two systems. The RSX, I don't know if you can see it, it's got a fart can as well, because I'm deeply invested in the fart cans. But that one is an HKS high power. That's exactly what I wanted. This is a, I don't even know what size the tip is, but this is a Skunk2 Megapower RR exhaust system. It is 76 millimeters inside, so this is a 3-inch system for an EG6, basically 92, 95 hatchback. Comes with a resonator, comes with a silencer that goes inside the muffler in case you want to shut it up, but we're not doing that. So let's talk about a couple things because elephant in the room. I think they said that the factory is a 3-bolt flange, and then this is 2. So they were saying that this is a fabrication kit because it doesn't just bolt in. Now clearly that's not going to be the case for us regardless because we have no downpipe. That's the big thing that we're going to need. So the next part that we have to fab is a downpipe. So we got to undo some wiring and we gotta make a downpipe before that stuff can go on. But once we do, then there's not much keeping us from driving the car. I really want to get more regular in our content. I'm trying to do what I can to improve the channel. So if you guys want to help support, the best way you could support my channel is liking the videos, sharing them with your friends, and just really kind of just spreading the Garage Rat name. We do have something in the works. If you know, you know. So if you want to see a new build after the hatch is up and running, let me know in the comments below. What should I do? I was thinking something a little bit different, something a little bit more widely accepted, I should say. Think rear wheel drive, maybe Chevy based. The question is do we do nitrous? Do we do turbo? Do we do whatever? But basically I'm thinking like LS, doesn't matter what platform, just rear wheel drive. I've been trying to find like a G body, or like cheap G body, stuff like that. Regardless of whatever it is we're doing something cheap, because that's how I always start. I buy an ugly duckling and then I go from there. And maybe we can get something like that. But for now, man, look at this. Whew, mandrel bent and everything. This is so much better than the system I have outside. It's not even funny. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more content, the normal YouTube spiel, but make sure you hit subscribe, because I'm telling you right now, if you want to see just something different, if you like builder content, if you like builder stuff, not necessarily the Honda stuff, it's okay. It's okay. Stick around. We're gonna get to something else eventually. I have a million builds in my head I want to do. Not enough money. We're working on that. Okay? Stay tuned. We'll see you in the next one. Bye.